What is going on, herd? Welcome back to the channel. Thanks for tuning in to another video. Today we're going to be returning to our Does It Drift video series where we purchase vehicles in-game, build them up to drift spec, and then test them rigorously to see if they have the ability to be drift cars. Today we got a new addition to the game. Where the hell is it? Where is it? Right here? There it is. The Declasse Tulip. Now this thing is a muscle car if I've ever seen it. What is this modeled after? Like a Nova Chevelle style of a... This thing is a beaut. Oh, and it's got it. It's got it. So we're going to be bringing this dang thing right to Los Santos Customs. We're going to be testing this thing out and seeing if it does drift. If you guys enjoy this series, make sure to leave a like below. Subscribe to the channel if you have not subscribed yet for some damn reason. And definitely turn on the notifications. Now guys, again, I will say if you have not tuned into the last episode, I do realize that you want to see GTA 5 videos. That's what you have, that's what you've subscribed for. That's what the most viewed videos are still to this month. And that is what I want to offer you guys. Enough with the Monster Energy Supercross, enough with the Forza Horizon. Just offer some GTA videos. It's what your people want to see, damn it, Black Sheep. Alright, so let's do it. No damn armor on this son of a gun. No brakes. Bumpers, let's see what we got. We got some damn options, and that's kind of nice to see. It's good to see some customizations. What do you guys think about Red Dead Redemption? Online, specifically. What do you guys, what's your opinions on that? Because I gotta say, guys, I am not thrilled with it. I am not thrilled one little bit with it. Livery, let's just check out the liveries to see what we're dealing with. We got the old classic stripes. Got the race action, the outlaw. Okay. Some race, yeah, there's nothing good on there. Let's not lie about that for 1 second. There's nothing good on that. Primary color, let's just do a matte black. Let's just do some old school action here. We'll just do some dark steel on that, make it kind of look like some brushed aluminum or something like that. It looks pretty decent. Spoiler now, as much as a lot of these vehicles look better with the spoiler, just like the bulletproof tires, you got to keep them off your drift car because it's just not gonna give you the full justice of what your car is worth here. Let's go with the competition. Suspension, transmission, we have to do it. Turbo, we have to do it. Did we skip engine? Because for some reason I feel like we did. Engine, we skipped the damn thing. 33,000, we're really blowing the money on this bad boy. Hopefully she's good. Wheels. Wheel type, let's go with, musculars? Let's go with the musculars. No bulletproof tires, guys. Do not do it because you will not be able to stance it. We'll do it with the light smoke, and that's going to do it for the build on this bad boy. Now, for the question of the lifetime. And I'm really pumped to... Oh, wow, it sounds beautiful. Oh, this thing's going to drift. There's no doubt about it. It drifts unstanced. Let's bring this thing to the track. The Hoonstars North. Now, speaking of the Hoonstars, ladies and gentlemen, homies and homettes of the herd, if you don't know what the Hoonstars is, it is my private drift team. It is compiled of a few drifters that I have found to be consistent and good. Going into the near future here, we are going to be reviving the Hoonstars drift team. We're going to be bringing to light a new series, kind of featuring new drifters. I have already recorded the first episode of this, but I didn't do a very good recording job, so I'm going to try to get that individual back. Damn it! You don't want to blabber when you're setting up the jobs, homies and homettes. You want to make sure you're zoned in on the jobs. So this is Hoonstars North. This is one of probably 3 or 4 courses that you'll see specific to the Hoonstars Drift Team. Specific meaning private to the Hoonstars Drift Team, meaning the only way that you're going to get on this course is not through downloading it and playing it. It is through either getting on the team or being in a competitive event on one of these courses. Now, some people absolutely hate that idea. Oh my goodness, it's for this and that, and you are being exclusive, and that's not cool. Guess what, guys? I have offered a lot of things to the community, and I think that being exclusive for only a few things actually helps the community. It helps people out there get motivated to be a part of Hoonstars Drift Team, or at least compete in the events that Black Sheep TV holds within those events. Most importantly, does this thing stance up traditionally? And if it does, then we are going to be in a good start. Looks like the rear does alright. Let's see if the front does okay without smoking. Usually the rear will blow up and the front will start smoking, mainly because in the rear, behind that hub, you're going to be hitting the gas tank, and in the front, behind that hub, you're going to be hitting the block of the engine. So it's kind of a double-edged sword. You really got to fill it out, and that's why we judge on that aspect. It's going to be the driftability of it. Well, actually, I'm sorry, it's the efficiency of the car. The driftability is, as said, it's the driftability. How does the damn thing drift? And it looks like we're going to be just fine here on the stance up, and we are good. We're going to be heading over the track over there. We'll see you guys there. Alright guys, so we are here at the Hoonstars for the first actual Hoonstars private track, Hoonstars North to be specific, though will likely be Hoonstars North, East, South, and West as we move forward. Oh, that was messed up. So I can already tell right away that the actual speed boost on this car, because it's kind of going slower, you don't quite travel as far of the distance, let's just say, as you would say like the Rapid GT or something, which really hooks up with some speed. I wouldn't say that the clutch kick is, or the speed boost glitch, whatever you want to call it, since there isn't actually a clutch in the game. I would say that it doesn't last less length than other cars, because I think they all kind of last the same length, give or take a little short bit, but the traction doesn't quite hook up, so you kind of just sit there and spin a little bit more. But it does drift, and in all honesty, I think there's a lot of old cars that kind of could fit the bill of being within this design. I just really see the Chevelle and the Nova in it. So I know we've been really critical on GTA in the last... Oh, Jesus, bust out my window. Okay. I know we've been really critical on Rockstar Games specifically in the last few months on what they're offering us, how they ignore the community and this and that. And I think, I just want to be honest with you guys, I've been a little too critical with them. Rockstar is, after all, they have offered us an awesome game that has held up phenomenally over the last 5 years. And I mean, us complaining is really just kind of showing how good we have it. We're complaining about how cars drift in a game that's not supporting drifting, when really the rest of the game is great all around. I mean, yeah, Rockstar has a few things that they've kind of slacked on, or a few things that they've given us that they maybe shouldn't have given us. But long story short, the game has held up well. It has a great creator here. We're able to offer some really cool tracks. And like I said, I think I've just been a little bit too critical on them as a game creator in the last few months. Let's hit the jump drift. I think I just need to be a little less critical of them and just kind of stick with what we're given. I mean, it's not like you can make a perfect game. Well, you can maybe in the future, but oh Jesus, not right now. Oh, not gonna right now. You know, obviously we're still early in the game production, era to where we're very close to really, really good games, but there's some things in GTA that make it really difficult to do everything that we would want to do in the game. But I think I'm ready to give this thing a dang grade. I've been kind of flying it around, holding the momentum, doing what I'm doing on this thing, and this is a pretty cool car. Now, is it the best drift car? No, it definitely is not. It's not even comparable to the best drift car in the game, but it is a drift car nonetheless, or it can be a drift car. I'd say it's more of a drag car or just a muscle car in general, but it can be a drift car. So let's look straight off at cost. I believe it was just over $700,000 for this car, between $700,000 and $800,000 by the time it's all upgraded and set to go. You're in the $850,000 to $900,000 range, depending on what type of paint you do, what type of wheels you do, if you have to pay for it, all that good stuff. You're kind of up there. I mean, you're pushing that $1 million range, and that's where it kind of gets a little because we have to talk about costs and how it goes into the driftable content. So cost as a drift car, it's going to unfortunately score a little low. We're going to give it a 6 out of 10. It could be doing a lot better. It could be lower. This should be maybe in the range of $250,000 to $300,000. Not $700,000 to $800,000, guys. That's a big difference. All right, so a 6 on cost is pretty simple. Let's move right into the driftability of this thing. It does drift. It does hold a slide. The clutch kick is there. The speed boost glitch is there, whatever you want to refer to that as. And it's not terrible, but again, if we're going to say it's not terrible, it's definitely not the best. There's a lot of improvement that it can have when it's it being compared to other drift cars within the game. And that's the big thing here, guys, is we're trying to look at all the cars equally and try to put them all on the same scale. And I mean, that might not be possible to do, but we're trying to do our best job with it. And that's really the whole point here. The Tulip, when it comes to driftability, is still, it's not going to score very well. It's going to score maybe even a little bit below average. I'm going to give it a 7 out of 10. It can definitely drift okay, and can definitely hold that clutch kick, and can definitely, link up some lines. So if you want to put in the time of practicing with this car, I think you can make it look really good and really fluid. But in comparison to some of the other vehicles and how it would be to learn the same skill in those, it has to score a 7. So a 7 out of 10 on that, which is bringing us to a 6, a 7, and then bringing us into efficiency. The car drifts Oh, it drifts. The car drifts, yes it does, but the car stances up normally, which means you can bring it into a free mode and feel okay with stancing it up in free mode without blowing it to hell, which is a big deal, okay? So that's the big thing. And then damage we have not checked yet, so I'm just going to slam the back of this right in. Oh, okay. Alright, we got her pretty well damaged up. Left side of the rear, right side of the rear, and then both sides of the front as well. Let's see how she hops around. Okay, so it seems like it doesn't bounce around at all, but it's a little bit harder to get it to engage into the speed boost glitch, the clutch kick, which, I mean, I have to dock it 1 point for that, definitely. So let's just look at it like this, guys. We got a 6.5. Let's give it a 6.5 there on the cost. We got a 7, and then we got a 9. It's going to bring us to 22.5, which isn't terrible. It's definitely not a high-end must-have drift car by any means, but it's still a sick-looking car. So if this is a style that you're interested in and you're wondering if it does drift, this does answer your question. It does drift. With that said, that's going to end this one up, guys. I appreciate every single one of you doing what you're doing to help this channel out. Like and comment and subscribe and sharing the videos if you're sharing the videos. All of that stuff helps greatly. With that said, as always, I hope you all stay happy out there. Please stay positive, which is one of the hardest things to do no matter what's going on in your life. And we will definitely speak to you next time.